Right, Mthembu is here to speak to us about his new post. Mr. Mthembu, thank you very much for joining us. Firstly, congrats on your new position. Were you expecting that you would indeed replace Stone Sizani? And of course, so what would be your first point of business? I imagine you'd have to hit the road running.
Well, that goes with the territory, isn't it? But let's welcome this appointment. In fact, we are humbled, very humbled and honored. I had this unexpected in the National Executive Committee meeting, as we're meeting over the weekend, when the officials announced who's the new chief whip. Now, it never occurred to me that it could be me, so I was taken by surprise, but pleasant surprise. But we're looking forward, as ANC cadres, to do what we are expected to do in any deployment, in this instance in Parliament. We need to get our people to see Parliament as their forum, where indeed the first and foremost task of that Parliament is to improve their lives for the better. So that's what we'll have to do, so that we are not seen as parliamentarians as a people whose pastime is insulting one another or engaging in any activities that do not have at the center of those activities the betterment of our people's lives. So that's what we have to do, including holding the executive accountable.
Now, of course, you'd need to have a full understanding of what's going on in Parliament. And maybe you can tell us what the state of Parliament now is and what needs to happen to restore that order and where you'll be coming in then.
Well, as you have said, we have got people who have been working in the whippery all along. One of them that I respect a lot is the Deputy Chief Whip, Doris Lagute. So I have to consult with those leaders and the whippery in its broader sense. And the ANC caucus and the political committee. The political committee is the committee that is guiding the ANC caucus in Parliament, chaired by the Deputy President. So I still have to consult with those so that I get insights of what needs to be done and what is being prepared to be done and what has been the task that this whippery has been seized with. But having said that, you will know, as I know, that one of the issues that we need to deal with in the ANC caucus is discipline. We therefore need to rein in those who don't attend caucus, those who don't attend sittings of Parliament, when in fact their main job is to attend sittings of Parliament, those who don't attend sittings of parliamentary portfolio committees. And I can assure you that majority of ANC MPs do all these tasks. They are accountable, they are responsible, but we have got a blessed few who are then bringing the entire caucus into disrepute. Our view is that this matter is no longer a talking matter, and that's what the last caucus said. ANC needs to act. We can't send you to Parliament, but you are not there. You are everywhere else except Parliament. So our view is that those people should not find themselves in Parliament.
Well, Mr. Mthembu, for you, what a time to be placed in this position with everything that's going on within the organization. How difficult is it going to be, do you anticipate that it's going to be difficult to restore this order that you speak of, and particularly now that it is, an election year?
Well, obviously, whether election year or not election year, we are sent to Parliament to perform a particular task. And that task is oversight over the executive, and secondly, is to pass legislation in the interest of our people, is to visit these areas that our government says we have done 1, 2, 3 to improve the lives of our people, so that we see for ourselves whether those things have been done. Now, it is not a matter that only happens during an election year. It's a duty that is expected out of all parliamentarians. We therefore need to foreground that mandate of Parliament, not only at ANC level, but also we need to engage with the other parties, the Democratic Alliance, the Economic Freedom Front, or Freedom Fighters, the Freedom Front, the IFP, the NFP, all parties in Parliament, so that all of us are agreed on one thing and one thing only: to get Parliament working in the interest of our people and leave all the side shows and insults.
All right, let me address the elephant in the room. On Friday, you took to Twitter decrying the so-called Gupta influence. Do you regard their actions and the family itself really as being problematic to the organization, to the ANC?
Definitely. If there are truth to these allegations, all of us will want them not to act in the manner they are alleged to be acting. And indeed, we would like the ANC to act appropriately. But you will know that this matter came for discussion in the National Executive Committee, and the Secretary General of the ANC has said, what are we going to do? And we have said, all those that have got information come forward so that you prepare us to act in any particular manner on the basis of information that we have at hand. At the moment, we don't have information, so we are calling everybody, Comrade Jonas, we are calling Comrade Fenki Mantor, Comrade Themba Masek, all comrades who might have interacted with the Guptas in one way or the other to come and assist the organization so that the organization is then able to act. Indeed, I'm still a little bit shocked about these allegations, and if they are true, we need to nip them in the bud.
What do you think is behind the, I suppose one could say, the sort of brazen behavior then of the Guptas? Because that is sort of what everybody is saying, that it seems that they are arrogant and they believe that, they can get away with anything. What do you believe is behind all of that?
Can we allow the ANC process so that we are not running before investigations are conducted on this matter, before an ANC process that has been put forward? Call me again, in fact, call the Secretary General. When we have information, precise information, evidence put before the ANC of what they have done, then I think we can, through that evidence, even say, what makes them to act in a particular way? When all of us are agreed that yes, they've acted in a particular way, yes, there's evidence that they've acted in a particular way, and what are we going to do about it? I think the ANC will be more than ready to come and answer this question at an appropriate time.
All right, well, thank you very much for giving us your time, Mr. Jackson Mthembu. Once again, congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
Right, the man who told Oscar Pistorius he could make his murder case disappear for $250,000 has been charged with corruption and extortion. Pistorius called the police after Shifiwe Rududzi contacted him, claiming to be an employee of the National Prosecuting Authority. The Hawks then conducted a sting operation, arresting Rududzi after he accepted 40,000 rand as part of his alleged scam.